Working on a 2010 Ford Edge 3.5 liter, replacing the brake booster. There's a bunch of different videos talking about having to remove the intake manifold or this entire cowl cover. Neither of those had to be removed. I did remove the throttle body, air intake, the filter assembly, the battery and the battery tray, and disconnected the shift linkage from here. Didn't remove it completely from the transmission, just lifted it out of here, set it off to the side to make some more room right through here. That lets you bring the booster out right through here. It doesn't look like it fits, but it does. You just basically roll it and kind of guide it around. It'll slide right out of there. This is the new booster, so I'm not going to pull it out. And you swing it around here into position. It kind of takes two hands to guide the rod through the hole, so I'm not going to get it shoved in there with the phone. But once that's in, then your master cylinder, swing over there, reconnect it. Not a whole lot to it. It was fairly simple. I disconnected this line and just kind of swung it up out of the way. Throttle body disconnecting, simple, one connector here. Pull the little red tab, squeeze the button, disconnect it. 4 screws, 8mm head. This shift cable normally sits right down here in this slot. Now you can see, hopefully you can see this little tab. There's one on each side. When it's down in position, that little nub right there fits into this hole, and that locks it in place. So you take a small screwdriver or something, slip it in there to pull these back, lift up, pull the other one back, lift up. It'll pop up and just swing it down out of the way. And that's mostly just to get the cable out of the way for the booster to come through here. Took right about 30 minutes to get it out. I'm expecting not much longer than that to get it back in. Before you start working on it, move the driver's seat all the way back, because once the battery's disconnected, you can't run the seat back. So running the seat back just gives you more room to work underneath. Set the parking brake, because once you disconnect this connector, it would be fairly easy to bump the transmission out of park, and then the car is going to try to roll away from you. And that's about it. Not a whole lot of tricky stuff. Tools I used, some deep sockets, 8mm, 10mm, and 13mm. I used this little impact to speed things up, but a regular ratchet and a couple extensions will do everything you need. That should be about it. Once it's all plugged in, you didn't disconnect the master cylinder, so you don't have to bleed the brakes. Just plug everything in, tighten up all your hardware, and you should be good to go.